What's up, guys? It's a good day to be out in the garage. It's unusually warm for this time of year, so we're gonna head out here, do a little bit of work. I'm gonna try and install this carpet, and then I'm gonna mount the battery as well. Not exactly sure how I'm gonna do all that yet. I think I'm gonna weld in some nuts in the back of the parcel shelf, kind of get that going. But oh, it's a little chilly in here. Probably get the heater going a bit, maybe open the doors, get some heat up, then get back to work. Didn't clean up from yesterday. Such a mess. Alright, got the workshop all cleaned up. Gonna go ahead and start figuring out a way to mount this battery. I'll show you what I've got in mind. So I've already mounted the battery here once, and I just did it pretty quickly. I ran a 7/16 bolt through the shelf where the fuel tank sits, and it was just enough to tap its own threads through. It wasn't supposed to be a permanent solution, but it ended up lasting for about 2 years. I mean, it still works now, but I don't feel as comfortable. So what I'm probably gonna do is weld some capture nuts back behind it. And that way I can actually mount my battery box that I've got. It's not really a box. This is offered through Excess Power, and it's just a little holder, a little aluminum holder for the batteries. I think it works all the way up to the 600 series or something. You'd have to check their website. So what I plan on doing is right back here, you can see there are some holes that are already drilled here, here, and then 2 over there. I'm gonna try go up underneath the car and weld the capture nuts back behind it. We're gonna give it a shot. If I can get I got that little flux core welder. If I can get up there and actually tack those nuts in, I'm not gonna worry about it. But if I can't, then I plan on doing some weird trickery to make it work. So when welding underneath the car like this, you gotta be super careful not to overheat it, because what ends up happening is right where that seam's at, there's a bunch of seam sealer behind it. That seam sealer, you can see later on, will start to kind of ooze out. I guess whenever you heat it up this much with a welder, it turns into some sort of goo. I had it happen a few times on this car when I'm welding near a seam. You need to be super careful with that though, because it can start a fire. Now, you should always have some sort of fire extinguisher around you when you're working on a car welding especially. In this case, I've got one right next to me, and I've also taken my time on this. So I'll do a weld, I'll wait maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and I'll do another little spot weld, and I'll keep that process up. You don't want to get too much heat focused in one little area like that. Try and maintain a fire. But you all get the idea. I'm gonna do this 4 more times, and then I'm gonna start mounting stuff up. Well, got all the capture nuts welded on. I did blast a small hole through the partial shelf. You can see it right there. Looks like there's 2 access points. I could just run a bead back over it and cover it, but whatever. I almost blasted a hole through that one too. This stuff's so thin. It's tough to get right, but I'm gonna go ahead and install the, make sure everything fits with it. Put my battery in, put the seat in, make sure nothing's hitting each other or there's no clearance issues, and then I'm gonna start throwing this carpet in, get everything mounted up, and this job should be finished. Alright, carpet's in the car. Now I've got to go through the tedious task of trying to find all the holes from the bottom of the car, poking a hole up through the carpet, and then locating them whenever I bolt everything in. That's probably going to be kind of annoying and pretty time consuming, so I'll probably save you all the details and just cue the time lapse.
And now, for a change of pace. Yes.